Recently read the story of Joseph and his brothers in the Bible recently. And, the story of Joseph, in short, is that he was a dreamer, and he would dream all of these dreams that his brothers would get angry about, because he would dream that he was the leader and everybody was bowing down to him, and he was like one of the youngest brothers, and he was just like, he probably was quite full of himself, but the brothers were really angry with him. They sold him into slavery. Judah was the one who actually said, okay, let's, he was angry and he said he needs to go. And Reuben was the brother the eldest brother, he was the one who thought, okay, I'm going to save Joseph. But he actually, like he said, let's put him in the well. And he thought to himself that he would come and he would save Joseph and take him to his father later on. But while he was not there, the brother sold Joseph into slavery. Joseph ended up in Egypt. He ended up becoming like the chief, along with Pharaoh. And then there was a famine in the land, and all of the brothers came to Egypt. The brothers went to Egypt to buy grain from Joseph, and they didn't recognize him. He recognized them, and he said, he asked about their family, and he basically asked them. So their youngest brother Benjamin was at home with their father Jacob, and he asked them to bring Benjamin and his father, or Benjamin, to Egypt. And so then the brothers have to kind of go back and have this uncomfortable conversation with Jacob, and says, he wants to bring Benjamin. He wants to see Benjamin, otherwise he won't give us any food next time or whatever. And the father does not want, so Jacob does not want to let Benjamin go, because this was Joseph, and he had already lost Joseph, and Benjamin and Joseph were sons of his beloved wife who died. So I'm just going to read the excerpt. I mean, if you want to go and read the whole story, you can. I'm just going to read the excerpts of what I understood and what kind of came across for me. So, what a beautiful, emotional, powerful story that was, of Joseph reuniting with his brothers. That mix of suspense, joy, grief, strong emotion, testing, maturity, responsibility, standing up for what is right. So exciting. Judah's growth, his change in character over the years, oh my gosh, from being the one who sold Joseph, and me thinking, why would God choose someone like him to be Jesus' ancestor, to the huge change in growth and maturity, got me having deep respect for that man and understanding why God chose him. He must have been filled with deep regret for his decision to drive to sell Joseph. He was the leader there. He was angry. His brothers were angry, and he thought he was doing what was best for everyone in that moment. Yet he acted on impulse, from that burning place of anger, from his gut. I can so relate. Once Joseph was sold, he could not undo what he did. He couldn't know where to find Joseph to start with. He watched his father grieve, and remorse must have hit him like a truck and weighed heavily on him. Also, the weight of that lie to his father. He must have decided he can't live like this, and resolved to admit his mistakes in the future, as he did with Tamar. It must have also led him to fiercely protect the family that he had left, his father, brothers, wife, and children. I noticed Reuben placed his children's lives as guarantees for not bringing Benjamin back. His father called Reuben like water. He was being rash. But Judah took that responsibility upon his own shoulders. He held himself accountable. He had patience with his father, and when they were running out of food, he stood up for the rest of the family and had that uncomfortable conversation about taking Benjamin. And his father listened, argued, agreed, and trusted Judah, because he knew his strength of character. Judah didn't just offer an exchange of lives. He said, I myself will guarantee his safety, and you can hold me personally responsible for him. If I do not bring him back to you and set him here before you, I will bear the blame before you all my life. As it is, if we had not delayed, we could have gone and returned twice. But Reuben, on the other hand, had said, you may put both my sons to death if I do not bring him back. And Jacob took Judah up on his offer, because that was level-headed, solid, and not brash. It showed a respect of all lives involved. And my gosh, did Judah deliver. When push came to shove, he stood up before the most important man in the land there, Joseph. He did not know that was his brother, but that man who could have put them all to death, the man who could have denied them food and caused death upon his family. Yet he spoke up, roused by the anger and injustice, again acting from his gut, but this time for the good of his family, his brother. Joseph couldn't believe it. He had hoped his brothers had changed, just as he had in these last 13 something years. But to see it in action, the same brother who sold him into slavery, now bravely defending and protecting his youngest brother, was more than he could bear, and the floodgates of healing and love and tears opened up. Whoa, that story seriously gave me chills. So I hope this insight was valuable to you and you enjoyed it. If you haven't, again, if you haven't read that story, I encourage you to go back and read that passage and come back and listen to this if you'd like to. And if you like this episode, please share it with your friends. Sending you much love, hugs, take care. God bless you. Bye. Have a lovely day.